Hey, good morning to you. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Mark again here, Weatherman Plus. Guys, it has grown in strength, and what's going to happen is literally two big storms coming back to back, and we have a potential storm forming off the East Coast afterwards. So it is literally go time. Please share this video. I have all kind of information for people to know their timing and their impacts. People need to get ready if they're not ready already, because it is starting tonight. If you've never been here before, my name is Mark. I do upload every single day, just not Friday from sundown to sundown Saturday. That's Sabbath. But I always make sure you're covered on anything that's coming around. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. I've been here for almost 8 years helping the community. Now, as you can see, there is a lot going on with your warnings, and it has grown. Pretty much everybody that's in all this pink and all this red will see at least 1 to 4 inches of snowfall, plus at least 35 to 45 miles per hour wind gusts. Now, North Dakota, north of Minnesota, y'all are under a blizzard warning all the way until 3 p.m. for today. And that is your update on your winds. With the old snow breaking apart, blowing around with all the high winds that you have over there is making blizzard conditions. So all this blue that you do see is winter weather advisories. All this red you see down here is winter storm warning, the biggest impacts you are going to get. Plus, all this pink you see is all winter storm watch. This is going to be a long duration event, guys. We have it all the way starting tonight, and then it's going to go all the way to the 3rd, all the way to Thursday for Kansas as well as Missouri, all the way till 3rd and the 4th by noontime for this winter storm warning. And it's going to carry all the way up Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, and southern Michigan all the way to the 3rd by 6 a.m. The winter storm watch is all the way until the 4th, all the way to the intercoastal northeast. That's all the way till Friday. So if you are under any of these areas, and I have a way for you to see your area in your information according to National Weather Service, you need to be prepared under the pink, the red, or the blue, and a little bit outside of this, because this is not a perfected science, guys. But if you are in this pink and this red, you need to be prepared for winter storm warnings and watches. You will have winter weather. And they just updated this 4 o'clock this morning, guys. The key messages from this winter storm that's going to last all the way from today all the way to the 4th. Now, this is new, guys, so I'm going to read this to you. A large and significant winter storm is expected to impact much of the central U.S. beginning tonight, bringing a variety of winter weather hazards, including heavy snow, sleet, and freezing rain. The storm will be prolonged with several rounds of winter weather lasting through Thursday for portions of the central U.S. before shifting to the interior northeast. Heavy snow is expected over the southern Rockies and from the south central Great Plains through the eastern Great Lakes and interior northeast. A corridor of heavy ice accumulations is likely from Texas through the Ohio River Valley. Locations impacted by snow and or ice are expected to have temperature remain below freezing and well below average for at least a couple of days after the wintry precip ends. So plan now for prolonged hazardous winter weather conditions and disrupted travel. And they do have it over here for New Mexico and Colorado for the highest elevations of snow of 1 to 2 feet likely. And this is all the way from 6 o'clock this morning to 6 o'clock Friday. So your high probability for at least 12 inches of snow is right here in this red. This is all the way from 90 to 100. And all this orange that you do see is 70 to 90% chances for 12 inches of snow or greater, guys. Plus your ice threat. The greatest ice threat for at least a quarter inch is 90 to 100% in this red. But all this orange that you see going all across the Ohio Valley is 70 to 90% of a chance to get to a quarter inch of ice, guys. And the impact severity has gone up greatly. Just to remind you, everything you see in yellow is minor. Everything you see in orange is moderate. And then you got the major in the red and the extreme impacts in the purple. Everything that you see in all this red and purple, potentially the orange, will be power outages. They even have the red and the purple labeled as life-saving actions needed. So please be safe, please be careful, stay inside, make sure you got everything covered like pipes and such, keep your animals inside, make sure your food is ready, guys. Now I have this link in the description so you can go check it as it updates for you, and it is a zoomable link, guys. So you can go right to your area. But you can see the minor and the moderate as the storm grows. It comes in hot, comes in through North Dakota, Minnesota, very hot. You get some major and some extreme impacts up there with y'all. But the major and extreme impacts is all this red and purple you see here. And this is a lot. You got it all the way to the River Ohio Valley, all the way up towards Michigan. Detroit, you're even in there for the major to extreme, all the way up from central Ohio and northern. And you're still going to get snow on the bottom half from the second storm that's coming. But from the first one is going to be the most that you need to worry about. And the intercoastal northeast, you can see that you're in the minor and the moderate as well. The major impacts is going to be all this red and the extreme, all this purple. Now, I have this link in the description for you guys. This is a clickable link. This will give you your weather, your forecast, what timing you can expect to get, what kind of accumulations, and it'll give you live radar for all of you. There's so many people impacted in this, it would literally take me forever to go through your warnings for you. So please click on your area, see what your impact is, just like up here for North Dakota. And it'll bring you to this page and tell you what your exceptions are. Like they have whiteout conditions already reported this morning. It tells you where, and it tells you who's in the warnings and the watches. And as you scroll down, you will get a live radar that you can click on, zoom in, and get your precipitation anytime as the storm comes. And you can see your key messages on the left. Like for here, North Dakota and northern Minnesota, it gives you snowfall expected and your damage and wind gusts that's coming with it, that's giving you those blizzard and whiteout conditions. And it will tell you on the bottom what you can expect and when. And here's the update on your impacts going from Kansas over into Missouri. There's a small change. It will change a little bit, but not much more from here, guys. The time of your heaviest snow is late Wednesday morning into Wednesday night. And travel is highly discouraged, guys. Please stay off the roads. But you can see your expected snowfall totals as you go through the whole system. And a lot of people is getting 12 to 18 inches of snowfall. Also for Illinois, your significant impacts begin Tuesday night north of I-70 and south of I-70 on Wednesday. The increasing threat of blowing snow Wednesday night and especially Thursday. And all of these say power outages possible, guys. It's not going to be from the winds. It's going to be from the heavy accumulation of 12 to 18 inches of snowfall, the sleet, and the freezing rain. If you're in that area, you will have power outages. You can see your snowfall rates expected as it goes through Illinois for your greatest impacts. Now for Indiana, Michigan, and Ohio, this is one of the trickiest parts, but I have all the information you need. And y'all are literally getting the worst of the impacts. I'm going to read this for you. Long duration winter storm in 2 parts. Gusty north to northeast winds 20 to 30 miles per hour with blowing and drifting all areas on Thursday. Travel may become difficult or impossible in some areas. Uncertainty remains with exact ice, snow accumulations, especially south of US 24. Now, Area 1, you can see that's right here for northern Indiana. Rain changes to snow late evening into the early overnight. Most of heavy snow accumulations from late tonight through Wednesday evening. Second round on Thursday with lighter additional snow accumulations. Area 2, right here, which is northwest Ohio. Rain changes to snow Wednesday morning and becomes heavy at times Wednesday. Heaviest snow accumulations late Wednesday morning through Wednesday evening. Second round late Wednesday night through Thursday with additional to moderate heavy snow accumulations. And your Area 3, where you have the blue section, which is going to come on the second round. Rain changes to snow late Wednesday morning into Wednesday afternoon. Most of heavy snow accumulations Wednesday evening through early Thursday evening. Some potential for sleet, freezing rain, mix Wednesday afternoon and evening. But you can see right here that they're expected anywhere from 15 to 20 inches of snowfall that will fall for mostly Indiana and Ohio. The orange is 13 to 18 inches. That's also for Indiana, Ohio, and for Michigan. And for Michigan, here's yours here. Your snow rate is here, 12 inches and above is all this orange. All this light orange is all 8 to 12 inches. This yellow is 6 to 8 inches. This blue is 4 to 6, and it drifts off 1 to 5. And snow begins for you late Tuesday night. Snow gradually ends from northwest to southeast between Wednesday night and Thursday night. So please go click on the link, click on your area, and it'll tell you exactly what to expect. You don't need to guess or hear it from so many people that just want to show you the worst case scenario. They're telling you the exact information, and they are literally meteorologists that can back it up with paperwork proving it. So please go click on it. They will tell you what you need to know. And the link is in the description, and I'm going to title it as Your Local Weather and Radar. Plus, we have so much more going on. Going Wednesday into Thursday, you have a marginal area for flash flooding. This will not turn into mixed precipitation for you. This will be the rainfall. And then as that front continue to move with very cold temperatures, it will be warm, it will be high dew points, it will be severe weather as you go Thursday into Friday. And you do have a marginal. It is 5% for this area for a chance for severe weather. I've seen a couple of chances for maybe a tornado to pass through, but most of it is just going to be severe thunderstorms. As you go tomorrow morning, it's going to be in a steady pattern where this freezing line is going to be. So it's pretty simple to cut the Ohio Valley right down the center for Wednesday, but Thursday it lowers. As you go through Wednesday afternoon, and then it's going to come down even further for Thursday. That's why you're going to be getting snow on the second storm and not the first storm. But if you look towards Texas, you can see how you're getting all this very warm temperatures. It's bringing all this high humidity. I'll show you. And this is why you got the severe weather risk. You got this cold temperatures coming down, meeting up with the warm temperatures and creating severe weather. And this will shift to the southeast for Thursday as you go into Thursday morning. That's why you have that warning for the severe weather. And you see how it carries all over the southeast. And it will bring severe weather all the way to the coast for the southeast as well. Very warm temperatures carrying over with this line of this freezing temperatures all day, Thursday and Friday. But with the dew points, you can also see how the atmosphere gets filled up with 60s, and that's why you have the severe weather event. And it will go on all day Wednesday and Wednesday afternoon, but it gets worse Thursday because it has a very tight grade of 60 dew points meeting very dry air of 30 to 40 dew points, and it will bring some shear with it. Now, it does get in the high 70s as you go into Thursday. That's why your severe weather is Thursday into Friday. You also can see with your temperatures as this cold air comes down, there's your good warm up. After that, say bye-bye to the warm temperatures because the cold air is going to continue to come down. And your highs in the afternoon for Thursday is going to be in the 20s, just so y'all know, Texas. Teen temperatures all across this storm's path. That is going to be your highs for Thursday. Then the colds can come back again Thursday night. And then your highs for Friday will warm up a little bit more to the 30s and 40s, but it will come right back down again for Friday night. So you do have a few days of very cold temperatures as well, not just this winter storm. But you can see how you get the lightning strikes Wednesday afternoon, but once it gets into Thursday and you get them strong dew points, then you get a big band of lightning, and this is all lightning strikes. And it grows all over the south and towards the southeast. So here you are in the deep south where your biggest severe weather threat is, and as you go into Thursday morning, you have a lot of lightning coming down with them storms crossing over, very strong cells with a lot of lightning strikes in them all afternoon long. And this will carry over Thursday into Friday for the southeast and go towards the coast as well. And you can see how the storms just stretch out across the Carolinas, North Carolina as well, Georgia, northern Florida, all the way till Friday afternoon with thunderstorms passing by. Now, as you look for your shear, because we do have the upper level low that does form, and it will be the first storm punch. You can see how it's all northern with the big shear. But as you get that second one passing through, it does get a low pressure for a little bit. And you do get some rogue cells Thursday afternoon around 2-3 p.m. that does get some shear on them as it moves across into Alabama as well. They're not very high like with this white up here, but there is some shear involved, and you can see it might carry over into northern Georgia just a little bit as you go through Friday. Now, to try and get a timing between the GFS and the Euro. As you can see, the line does start right there from Oklahoma all the way to Illinois with snow going into Michigan, and the Euro agrees as well. They're both pretty much the same on that shot there. That's 24 hours. As you move even closer, you can see it does bring a lot of ice, sleet, and freezing rain to the south. This is 48 hours away, and you can see the Euro almost agrees with the GFS. A little difference in the snowfall, like for the Euro, you got it for Michigan right there. For the GFS, you don't. And then as it continues to move through, dropping heavy, freezing rain and sleet, it is agreeing with the Euro and the GFS that this path will be dropping all this sleet and freezing rain as it goes through this path. A little different on who's going to get the snowfall ratings, but that can be fixed. We're still a couple days away, but this is coming, guys. Like right there for the Northeast, Euro shows that you will have a little bit of rain and freezing rain. GFS shows that it will be a freezing rain and an ice and maybe a snow after event. So there is a difference between the two. And it shows again that sometime around the 6th, that we're going to have that second one form up, bringing potential freezing rain, sleet, and snow to the coast. And it is going to the Northeast with a chance to be a possible weak nor'easter for the Northeast, but it's not trending. As you can see with the Euro, it's not showing the same thing that GFS is saying. Euro is saying it might come a little bit later, while GFS has it up the road already. But Euro brings it to where it comes out a little lower over Southeast U.S., and GFS already has it in the Northeast. So I do have ensembles showing you what's the chances of this forming and whether it's coming later like the Euro or is it coming sooner like the GFS. But as we look with the NAM, you can see once we get to 9 o'clock tonight, it really starts changing over, especially by 10 when this cold air comes down. You're going to get your first storm. Then this cold air is going to come down even further for the second storm. So all the way late at night, guys, 9 o'clock till midnight tonight is going to start and it's going to train all night long towards Ohio Valley by tomorrow morning. And it will stay there all morning long. And then by tomorrow afternoon, it's going to start growing towards Texas, definitely by 5 or 6 o'clock in the afternoon when the temperatures come down once again. And they got that little space right there. It's because you had your first storm. Now we're going into Thursday and you're going to get your second trail of freezing rain, sleet, and snowfall. And this snowfall is the one that's going to go south for the Ohio Valley, bringing a lot of sleet, a lot of freezing rain. But as you go into the afternoon, it's going to turn into snowfall for you as it goes to the Northeast. But it does look like pretty much cut in half. You are going to get sleet, freezing rain, and snow. You can see the trail is almost the same. Thursday is when it moves. Thursday into Friday is when it moves towards the Northeast. But the one for Wednesday is almost on a single path. And this is for hours. That's why you got the warnings. This is feeding this precipitation in the same path for hours. A couple of days. Now, total precipitation with the GFS, and just so you know what you're looking at, everything in the orange is 1 to 1.5 inches. Everything in the red is anywhere from 2 to 3, even 4 with this dark red. But that second wave of rain from the possible nor'easter is where that extra redness, that extra rainfall is coming from. So without it, just with this winter storm, this is what you're looking at. Still showing 1 to 2 inches of rainfall, even 3 possible in the south. And as you go towards Ohio Valley, it carries it deeper on the southern half. You are going to be getting a lot of rain out of that first. That is not going to be all snow. But the southern half is heavier rainfall than the northern half. And it also is carrying over into the Northeast with 1 to 3 inches of rainfall. And your snowfall update, you can see there's a little extra snow for the New England states. That comes from that next system that comes by. It could potentially bring some more snowfall for y'all. But without it, just with this one storm, is going even deeper into Texas. And this has a chance to bring at least an inch, possibly for Dallas. And the update with the GFS shows that it does bring anywhere from 3 to 5 inches of snowfall, not only towards Colorado, New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas. You got snowfall coming. Higher elevations for Colorado, you saw that. Chances for a couple of feet. As it brings in this orange right here, anywhere from 10 inches to 18 inches of snowfall all the way from Missouri, all across the upper Ohio Valley and lower Michigan. Definitely bringing feet of snow for y'all all the way to the intercoastal Northeast. And we're talking a foot. And this is trending in all the models. Even National Weather Service says up to 18 inches. And the GFS brings it all the way to the Northeast as well. Long Island, you might see a half an inch or an inch, but everybody else can see 3 to 5 with a very tight grade to where it just jumps from 12 to 18 inches of snowfall. Also, all the sleet is still showing heavy ice coming with this storm. Still showing anywhere from a half an inch to an inch plus for Texas, going to 2+ inches for Oklahoma, and 3+ as it goes from Arkansas, southern half of Missouri, and Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio, and northern half of Kentucky. And you can see how the lower half of the Ohio Valley is getting all the ice and the heaviness. 3+ inches of ice. Definitely 2. Be very careful. 1/4 inch is power outages, and a half an inch, your equipment stops working. And the ice will carry towards the Mid-Atlantic and the Northeast as well. And it does get heavy as it gets towards Pennsylvania and towards Rhode Island and Boston. And the freezing rain did not lighten up. It has gotten even heavier for a lot of people. And it brings a lot of freezing rain for Texas as well. Texas is going to see a lot. And it looks like the freezing rain and the sleet is stretching more into the DFW than the snow, but you could see an inch. It is possible. While it puts 1 to 2 plus inches of freezing rain as well, all across Arkansas, western Tennessee, western and northern Kentucky. And you see how the line just stays right below the sleet and the ice. And right above all this is an inch or two of sleet. And then right above all that is a foot of snow. This is a very big deal. Please prepare for power outages. Now the wind gust shows the most with GFS. Euro don't really see that. And what you're looking at with all these greens is the bright greens is the 40s. And you can see that here. Everybody's at least going to be getting 40 to 45 miles per hour wind gusts. More for the upper Midwest where y'all have all that blizzard issues. But everybody's getting 40 to 45 miles per hour wind gusts. And as it goes towards the northeast, it calms down. Now you can see with the Euro that the precipitation is almost as heavy as the GFS. But it brings 2 to possibly 3 inches of rainfall towards Tennessee and Kentucky. And some of that's going to be freezing rain. And it continues to carry all this heavy precipitation all into the Ohio Valley and the Northeast as well. Almost the same track as GFS, all the way to the New England states. And the snowfall rating is almost the same with the Euro. The only difference is what's coming over Texas. But you can still see with the Euro that it does still bring an inch somewhat into Texas, but it don't show all the heaviness that GFS did show. And it does show that it does get major as you go towards Ohio Valley for 9-10 inches all the way past a foot. But even the Euro is picking up that it will be a foot all across the upper Ohio Valley, southern Michigan, and the intercoastal Northeast, all the way to the New England states. Heavy precipitation, heavy snowfall. GFS took it a little bit further south. And Euro is still showing it's just going to be a glaze of sleet and a mixed precipitation, but a little bit of heavy spots. But Euro's been showing this trending every day that it's just going to be a glaze of the sleet. But it does go to the Ohio Valley, and it does show this the southern half as well as GFS. It just shows a lot less. But you can also see here on the Canadian model of GTPS that it confirms heavy ice, guys. So what the Euro is seeing is not what's trending. Heavy ice is the trend for this storm, and especially for the Ohio Valley, especially the southern half. But the Euro does see it's going to be a lot of freezing rain, bringing a lot of freezing rain and snow for people, not really sleet. And it does bring freezing rain into Texas, not as much as GFS, mostly heavy for Oklahoma, Arkansas, southern Missouri, western Kentucky, western Tennessee, and the southern half of the Ohio Valley, not the northern half, and not light amounts. It's half an inch or more. But it is a little light as it goes towards the northeast, just like the sleet was light. So with the Euro, this is going to be mostly a rain event with snow on the northern half. GFS shows this strong storm is going to carry all the way over. So I would actually believe what the GFS is saying because it's coinciding with what National Weather Service is saying. Euro isn't even picking up wind gusts. It's picking up maybe the 20s to maybe hit low 30s. That's it. And that's not even according to National Weather Service. They're saying 30s to the 40s, just like GFS, just like the NAM is showing. And here's the NAM. It's showing like GFS. You're going to have 40s to high 40s in this bright green, with this orange being up to 50s. So this will bring damage and wind gusts with it. Not really bad. And we can't see the snowfall that far with the NAM from Thursday into Friday, but we can see as it goes Wednesday into Thursday, the heaviness expected so far. And it is bringing 1 to 3, 1 to 4 inches of snowfall into Texas, with the heaviest spots so far being Illinois and Indiana. Now we haven't been able to see the rest of this growth, guys, because this is only the first one. After that little break, that second one comes in for the southern half. But it's confirming a foot of snow. And I did do a quick update on what your snowfall totals will be and what the ensembles are saying. And just remember, this is your control model right here. And it is saying that there will be some snowfall coming into Texas. That blue is all 1 to 5. And that purple is all 6 to 8 inches. Also the Ohio Valley, you can see how you get your first storm coming through, then you're going to get your second storm coming through, making it even heavier. And this is your controlled member right here. You get your first storm coming through in Ohio. you really don't get anything. But once you go your Thursday into your Friday, then that's when you're going to get the Ohio, the Pennsylvania, and the New York, the Kentucky. The first one's up here. The second one's down here. Here's a little closer look for you as you go through the first storm, bringing major snowfall mostly for Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, western Michigan, northwestern Ohio. Second storm coming through, bringing the rest of the major snowfall for y'all. And for the Mid-Atlantic view, so you can see everything with Kentucky and Tennessee, you're going to be getting yours on the second storm that comes through. Major snowfall for Tennessee, Kentucky, as it goes across to the northeast. And of course, the northeast. You're not going to be getting anything from that first snowfall that comes. You're going to be getting it from the second one that comes all into Friday. Trending in the ensembles that you will be getting major snowfall. This is anywhere from 10 to 18 inches across. And the potential of that surface low forming up in the coast. You can see as you get the first one, this is what GFS is seeing. This is your controlled member. This is an upper level low, and it actually forms late. So it don't show that that first one has any potential. And you can see it with the other ensembles showing up late, if it shows it at all. So the Euro is correct on whether that second one is going to form up, and it does form up around Tuesday, Wednesday, right off the southeast, just like the Euro is showing, and this is your controlled member, as it still continues to move away. So it don't look like a strong system, but it looks like it will barely miss y'all. Some of the models do take it where it just blows right up into the northeast, but the trend of the ensemble is this one right here in the corner, and it's not going to be nothing big. Thank you so much for visiting my channel today, everyone. I pray that y'all are ready. If you're not ready, it's almost at the too late stage. Please do what you need to do to get prepared for this. There will be a lot of power outages. Look at this storm. It's going to be nasty. Please share this information. Help me wake people up that is not even alerted to any severity. Psalm 139. O Lord, thou hast searched me and known me. Thou knowest my down sitting and my uprising. Thou understandest my thought afar off. Thou compassest my path and my lying down, and art acquainted with all my ways. For there is not a word in my tongue, but lo, O Lord, thou knowest it altogether. Thou hast beset me behind and before, and laid thine hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high. I cannot attain unto it. Whither shall I go from thy spirit, or whither shall I flee from thy presence? If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there. If I take the wings of the morning, and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there shall thy hand lead me, and thy right hand shall hold me. If I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, even the night shall be light for me. Yes, the darkness hideth not from thee, but the night shineth as the day. The darkness and the light are both alike to thee. For thou hast possessed my reins. Thou hast covered me in my mother's womb. I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth right well. My substance was not hid from thee when I was made in secret, and curiously wrought in the lowest parts of the earth. Thine eyes did see my substance, yet being unperfect, and in thy book all my members were written, which in continuance were fashioned, when as yet there was none of them. How precious also are thy thoughts unto me, O God! How great is the sum of them! If I should count them, they are more in number than the sand. When I awake, I am still with thee. Surely thou wilt slay the wicked, O God. Depart from me, therefore, ye bloody men, for they speak against thee wickedly, and thine enemies take thy name in vain. Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee? And am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee? I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them mine enemies. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me, and know my thoughts. And see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. Amen. God bless you all today. Please get ready for what you need to get ready for. Please share this information. I can't stress that enough. Wake some people up. Let them know what the outcome is. The updates. Have a great day today, guys. All power, all glory, all honor does go to Yahweh, God of Jacob, our Father and our God. May He bless you and keep you all safe, you and your loved ones. Amen. Hallelujah, guys. Please prepare for power outages.